John and his wife live on their organic working farm outside of Mount Vernon, raising grass-fed beef, free-range chickens, Belgian draft horses, dogs, and cats. Please welcome Dr. John. I don't mind doing this publicly. You are going to be speaking to, among others, a budding new dentist who's about to graduate.
Excellent. Do I need this?
Yes, you do.
Can I
Yes.
talk loud?
Yeah. No.
No?
Put that on.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes. I'm a stickler. Yeah. Put it on.
Yes, Mom.
I'm good. It's noisy now.
Once I stop playing with this, it'll be okay.
Yeah. Just get it high enough to catch it.
As high as you can.
Does that work?
That's great. That's good.
Okay. I'd like to thank you all for coming and inviting me. It's a pleasure to come and talk about the stuff that I'm so passionate about. Weston Price was a big influence on Hal Huggins, and Hal Huggins was a big influence on me. I would not be able to probably practice mercury-free dentistry if Hal Huggins hadn't been the pioneer that he was that helped promote biological, mercury-free, root canal-free dentistry. Okay, Hal was a real devotee of Weston Price, and a lot of his protocols are all down from Weston Price. I'm not quite sure if Hal Huggins ever met Weston Price. I have met Hal Huggins and taken several courses from him over the years. But both of those men are giants, and we who are practicing holistic dentistry would not be doing that without their work. Now, you all are students of Weston Price, and you know all the good stuff that he's promoted and good nutrition and how that affects proper body development, mouth development, and that's one of the big things I want to talk today is what Weston Price was talking about. If you follow your native diet, you can develop the way we're genetically supposed to develop, okay? But really, only 1% of us in this room actually have a mouth that's anywhere close to as big as it should be, okay? And that's a big problem. And it's the number one reason that we dentists actually have a job, okay? Is if we were all those folks that Weston Price was talking about in his book, Nutrition and Physical Degeneration, there would be no need for dentists to be repairing teeth all the time, okay? I'm gonna hold up a few books here. I've got a book list that you guys can share, okay? I didn't bring 40 book lists, okay? But you guys can copy those down and put them somewhere. This is a brand new book called Jaws. Just came out about a month ago. I really like what this has to say. This is by Sandra Kahn and Paul Ehrlich. This book is not on my book list. And if you guys at the end of class want to come up and take pictures of the book with your phones, then you can have those in your book's memory. Hal Huggins wrote this book years ago. I bought this at a secondhand bookstore. I didn't even know he wrote this book because the first book that I had of Hal's is called It's All in Your Head. And that's all about mercury fillings being in your head and the mercury fillings and the mercury coming out of those mercury fillings being the causes of many chronic illnesses, okay? So I knew Hal through that, and because of Hal and other holistic dentists, I learned about the toxicity of root canals, so I don't do root canals in my practice. We're going to look through this first part of my presentation, and we're just going to go through holistic dentistry, metals and mercury fillings and that kind of stuff. We'll sort of go through that sort of fast. And when we get done with that, if you guys have any questions on that issue, we can talk about that. But I also wanted to talk about growing kids, getting mouths to the size that they should be and what that means and how Weston Price was right on the beam talking about that. Unfortunately, we in medicine did not realize in the 30s. We didn't even realize in 1890 when this book was written. Look at that book up here. This little book just got reprinted. Shut Your Mouth. Written in 1890, okay? And this guy's talking about the same stuff Weston Price was talking about, okay? Now, it's a quirky little book, okay? And it's got all these nice little illustrations by the author. But the author is George Catlin. And Shut Your Mouth and Save Your Life is the name of the book. But here, 1890 we're talking about this stuff, okay? And he was an anthropologist. He went around the world, or around the North America and South America, looking at the indigenous populations there. All the indigenous people all had their mouths closed. And then he comes up to look at the Caucasians or the Europeans that have settled into North America or Europe, and a lot of people run around their mouths open, okay? That mouth open posture does not make for optimal growth.